The Cry of Jerusalem. In the heart of midnight, Jerusalem lay sprawled beneath the cosmos like a forsaken relic, draped in the tattered shroud of her own ruin. Once a resplendent beacon, now she was a faded ghost, her grandeur suffocated by centuries of neglect. The city's silence was deafening, a mournful symphony of abandonment, where once vibrant festivals and bustling marketplaces had thrived. The streets, choked with the dust of forgotten glory, whispered of a time when joy and life flowed like the rivers that had once cradled her. Jerusalem, abandoned by the world, wept in the oppressive darkness, her tears glistening like shards of liquid sorrow on her time-worn face. Her sobs, cloaked by the veil of night, carried a weight of ancient grief, muffled yet intense, echoing through the desolate alleys and cracked facades. The grandeur of her past, the majestic spires and sacred precincts, now lay in ruin, their silence a haunting testament to betrayal and loss. The city's downfall was etched into every stone, each cobbled path a silent witness to the betrayal of her allies. Nations that had once revered her now turned their backs, their abandonment a knife twisted deep into Jerusalem's heart. The political shields that once protected her had transformed into executioners, their desertion a profound and palpable wound. Jerusalem's suffering was not just a personal torment, but a cosmic indictment, a celestial judgment on her sins and transgressions. Judah's exile was a cruel ballet of despair and broken dreams. Her people, shackled and shattered, wandered through foreign lands like specters of their former selves, their cries swallowed by the indifferent expanse of alien territories. Enemies, long nursing grudges, seized this opportunity to exact vengeance, their triumph a bitter reminder of Jerusalem's helplessness. The pilgrimage routes, once thrumming with the joyous fervor of worshippers, lay desolate, their emptiness a scar across the landscape. The gates, grand and imposing, stood as mute sentinels to the void left by the absence of the faithful. In the shadows of the temple, the priests, once pillars of divine guidance, now moved like wraiths through the empty spaces, their sighs heavy with lost reverence. This was not merely the end of an era, but a cosmic recalibration, a reminder of the consequences of spiritual transgressions. Yet, amidst the night's profound desolation, a glimmer of hope flickered through the city's cries. The lament of Jerusalem, though steeped in the acceptance of divine retribution, also carried a yearning for redemption. Her wails mingled with the winds, a haunting melody of lost splendor and enduring hope. The future promised an era of restoration, where the desolate streets would once again pulse with life and faith. In the grand cosmic tapestry, the suffering of Jerusalem was but a thread in a larger divine design. The exile and destruction were not the final chapters, but the harbingers of a greater spiritual elevation. The ruins of the past were the soil from which future glory would grow, a promise of a third temple that would surpass the splendor of its predecessors. This was not just a tale of loss, but a narrative of ultimate redemption, where every tear and every sigh would be transformed into the building blocks of a new, eternal Jerusalem. As the night deepened, Jerusalem's cries reached the heavens, a desperate plea for justice and a beacon of hope for the dawn of redemption. Her sorrow was not in vain, but a prelude to a future where her splendor would be restored and her glory renewed. The city's wail was both a lament for what was lost and a herald of what would one day be, a testament to the enduring spirit of Jerusalem, whose story was far from over. The Shattered Light. In the heart of a devastated Jerusalem, The remnants of what was once a divine sanctuary lay strewn across the rubble-strewn landscape. The sky, veiled in smoky wisps, allowed only a harsh golden light to filter through, casting long, mournful shadows over broken pillars and shattered stones. The once majestic temple, now a hollowed silhouette, stood as a poignant symbol of a profound spiritual yearning. The air was thick with the weight of lost potential and the divine longing that had imbued this place. The temple had been the focal point of a cosmic desire for a divine residence among the earthly realms. Its destruction was not merely an end, but a testament to an even deeper divine promise. The universe, created in its fullness, had been designed to reveal a transcendent light, a divine presence that enveloped everything. In the ruins, one could sense an almost tragic beauty, a realization that the divine had once been fully present, even when now it seemed hidden beneath layers of destruction. The loss was palpable, but it was also intertwined with the promise of an ultimate redemption. The second temple, though it lacked some of the former's grandeur, still represented a significant step in fulfilling the divine will. As twilight deepened, the remnants pulsed with the essence of this divine yearning, a silent testament to a future where the divine presence would be fully realized. Each broken fragment and whisper of the wind spoke of a promise, that in every fragment of the world, even in destruction, lay the seeds of redemption and the hope of a brighter, more complete revelation to come.